Liberty National Golf Club, just across the bay from Lower Manhattan. Alongside Frank Nobilo, I'm Rich Lerner, and partner, you and I have called a lot of rounds of golf through the years. I know there's always something that piques your interest. How about today?
Rich, every day brings you a chance to do something special. And when we get to sit in this perch, that's what I look for. And I don't want to see the head going down. I want to see that every single shot is a chance to do something special. That could be a chip. Maybe the chip goes in. Maybe it's a 30-footer that goes in. Maybe a drive gets rifled down the fairway. Do something special.
And that is going to miss the fairway as his opening tee shot is in the rough.
It's okay, not ideal, but manageable from there.
This now 7 feet for his birdie. Ah, yes, very well read. To 1 under now for the day. Okay, safely aboard. A birdie try on the second green, and with that, we welcome 4-time winner on the PGA Tour, Nota Begay.
And a very makeable look here, not too much undulation at all, maybe just a slight move to the right.
Oh, that is a picture of class right there. A tee shot on the green, and then a long putt goes down for birdie. Oh, and that one nosedives right into the thick stuff. That could be problematic, to say the least. Yep, played that nicely. That'll work out just fine. Birdie putt now moving to his right. That's going to slide by to the left. Good work to get into that position, but couldn't finish it off. So 3 straight birdies. That might be a little too much to ask for to start the round. It's a par at the third to remain 2 under. Okay, a little local knowledge there. He gets that ball to work back onto the green. And now a birdie putt coming up. Yes, a good look at that one all the way in. It's a birdie to push that score to 3 under for the round. Well, you can't walk out and drop it any better than that. That is a fine tee shot right there. The big drive got him here. Now a short one for his second. And that'll do just fine. 8 feet now for birdie. Boy, we are seeing some really good golf here early on. That's going to move him to 4 under through his first 5 holes. This started toward the left side. So that sets up a tougher second shot, missing the fairway with the drive, now in the rough.
Normally they stick a tee in one end and a flag in the other. You're advanced away. But that second shot on this par 5, that completely took the green out of play. Airmailed. That is a big mistake.
Oh, off the flagstick. He's been automatic on this front side. This for birdie. Yeah, the good play continues now to 5 under on the day. Everything flowing really well right now. Coming off 3 birdies in a row. Here's another solid tee shot as well. All right, we know he can move it. That ball was absolutely bombed. Now comes the touch shot. 83, 84 yards. See if he can play that 2-check skipper and get it to stop.
It was a good strike. I could tell that by the sound as the ball came off the club face. That little bounce and check, well done.
If only they could all be that short. Very well played there. And it results in an easy birdie. Uh-oh, that's not going as intended.
Errant tee shot here, Rich, but going to have to muscle this one out of the rough.
Safely back into the fairway. That was the job at hand, and it's a good end result. That's a high-quality shot right there. Chance now for another birdie. No, boy, he played that out to the right, and that didn't budge. Disappointment there. He'll brush it in, and that'll be just a par. Ooh, that's got to lodge itself in the heavy stuff. The lie is not a friendly one, but still a chance to get on in 2 with a good shot here. May need to recheck the yardage after that one. That's on the green, but not a real good shot. Look at this putt. That is something special right there. From that far away to gauge that speed, that is so well done. Okay, that's in for his par here at the 9th. And that will make this an even 30 for the front side, going out in 6 under par. Oh, that's going to need to slow down. Oh, that is an uncharacteristic mistake in what has been a round full of precision. That ball offline, off the tee, and into the water. Yep, not bad. Had to put a little extra into that one, but got it there. That's a pretty good effort. How about 5 under par for the day? Try to fly it all the way back there, but that'll be too much as it trundles over the back of the green. Now from the Wetlands Golf and Country Club in the Sunshine State of Florida, this is EA Sports coverage of PGA Tour Golf. With Frank Nobilo by my side, I'm Rich Lerner. Frank, as weekend golfers know, there's always part of your game that you're focused on, so I'll ask the question, what are you going to be looking at here today?
Tee to green. Rich, I know people always say putting's important. I'm not going to say it's overrated, but tee to green. If you want to play good golf day in, day out, fairways greens. That's the secret.
And that is just what you're envisioning when you're on the range. That's positioned nicely in the right side of the fairway. Still well over 300 yards to the flag, so getting this to a good number, the key here for his second. That is so well done. On into on this opening hole, Frank, at a good chance here for, at a minimum, a birdie to start the round.
Not often you start on a par 5, and not often you reach the green in 2 or have an eagle putt.
Oh, this one is tracking. It's on a good line. Look out. This one could be really good. And that's really good. That put on the brakes just a little short, or he might have dropped that in. And you've got to be hoping that is a harbinger of things to come. A well-played first hole of the day, yielding an easy birdie. That one safely on the putting surface. We welcome in Iona Stephen. This, a putt for birdie.
Yeah, thanks, Rich. This is a pretty straightforward putt overall, but we are going up a gentle slope. Needs an extra bit of gas.
Oh yeah, that one poured right in. A terrific effort there for a birdie here at the par 3. And that, a good-looking shot there, well placed in the fairway. Gotta think this an extra half club or more as he sets for his second into the wind.
Oh, that's a good shot. But that ball does not spin back like that unless it's hit right out of the middle of the bat, grabbing those grooves.
Oh, he has got things going here early on. 3 birdies in the opening 3 holes, and he is quickly to 3 under par. Looking to splash this softly onto the green. Oh, the hands came through beautifully there. Good thump of the sand and a good chance to save par. That, so nearly a birdie, but par is all he'll have to show for it. and that will do just fine. Now a second from well over 300 yards. This will be about positioning.
And that's a good approach shot, too. Just a little left of the hole, but a good chance for birdie.
We turn to Nota Begay the third for this look at birdie.
Yeah, this is one he's got to get just right. It's a tough putt, moving back to his right. Yeah, he needed to play it out a little bit further, and he also needed to hit it just a little harder.
Yeah, good concentration there. That's a distance where a putt could get away, but that, in for a par. And this, a tee shot that fits the eye, and that'll be just fine. He'll be factoring in this breeze in his face as he sets for a second.
And that one barely makes the front of the green. Do you realize if you just miss hit the middle of the club by a quarter of an inch, you lose 10%? That's right, 10%.
From about 8 feet. Might have overread it just a bit, and it stayed out wide left of the hole. Two under on the day. This one starting up that left side. Gonna take a big poke to get there, but a chance with his second to the par 5. Got every bit of that, flew it all the way there and got it to stop. Home in 2 on the par 5. Yeah, that's good pace. Just a little offline, but not too bad from that far away. Well, those are the birdie putts you don't have to sweat too much over. No problem there, and it gets him to 3 under par. And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass. Oh, missed the green at the par 3. No problem. That is in from off the putting surface for an unlikely 2. Yeah, good swing and a good result, as that is safely into the fairway. Now, from better than 300 yards out, a second to the par 5. Has to be thrilled with that second shot here to the par 5, Frank. Got everything out of that.
Yeah, did well just to advance the ball so far down the fairway. And now a fairly straightforward third shot.
Okay, it's not stone dead, but that's not too bad. Yeah, walk that one right in. That's good putt. And it's in for a birdie. And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass. Boy, nothing seems to phase this guy. He's been rock solid all round long, and he comes away with a par. Boy, the rhythm is definitely there today. Another wonderful tee shot. From the fairway, 98 yards remaining for his second.
Well, the ball is on the green. That's about all I can say with that. With a short wedge in hand, you'd expect that certainly be much closer than that.
Yeah, you really got to put a charge into it up that slope, and that is fairly well done. Disappointment there. He'll brush it in, and that'll be just a par. Yeah, just what you want at this point in the round. You're trying to find a rhythm, hit fairways, hit the middle of the club face. That's what they did right there. Really hit that second shot on the button to this par 5, but Frank couldn't get it to stop.
Yeah, too good, too long, sadly.
Okay, little two-footer for birdie, not a problem, and that was well played. Solid. A good drive in the fairway. A pretty ideal wedge distance here, 95 yards for his second. Boy, all the elements of his game have been in sync today. A terrific shot right there.
It's all about getting it inside that 3-foot circle around the hole. That was a really nice shot.
That so nearly a birdie, but par is all he'll have to show for it. Nicely done, and that'll be a great birdie chance here at 14. Now this for another birdie. Oh, goodness, that is too bad. That would have been a good birdie, but not to be. A shake of the head there. That nearly a birdie, but he'll have to be content with a par. He just keeps motoring right along. Another good tee shot right there.
The beauty of this par 5, so many different ways to play it. It can be a little wayward, even with the tee shot or the second shot, but really, it's going to be about the third shot today. How close can you hit it?
Sizable putt from 16 feet. Oh, there's the surgeon's touch right there. Well done to run that in for a birdie. This one turning left a bit off the tee.
Once again, another great tee shot. I'm starting to wonder, how low can you go? And the driving has been simply superb.
That pin in the front right quadrant of the green today as he stares down his second.
That's a good shot, and more importantly, too, a green in regulation, so birdie chance.
Chance now for another birdie. Oh yes, that's the right line, and it's in for a birdie. Well done. Well, the branches certainly slowed that one down, but fortunately this ball winds up in a halfway decent spot. He's been good all day around the greens. This is second. Boy, nothing seems to phase this guy. He's been rock solid all round long, and he comes away with a par. It all looks so simple when you're going good, doesn't it? And that is yet another solid drive. So the great tee shot left him here. Now his second from relatively close range.
Shame, good opportunity, but that ball just sailed on by.
Now this for another birdie.
And this really is all about visualization. You've got to see the line in your head, pick out a spot, maybe a foot, foot and a half in front of you, and aim for that.
Okay, safely in for his par at 18. And that will mean it is a round of 64, 8 under par. Absolutely scintillating. Frank, that was a great day of golf.